What's going on, everybody? Finally made it in here at the end of Sweet 16 night, and we are sitting at halftime with Purdue and Gonzaga in a dogfight, and NC State laying a whooping on Marquette right now, really just beating them with physicality. There's about a million things we can talk about today while we hang out and just keep up with these two games going here. I hope everybody's doing well and nice to see everybody. I'm not quite set up, but I figured I would get on here live and then we would worry about the rest of it here in just a second. Panthers in the house. What is that, my brother? After a very interesting night of basketball last night, we've seen a lot of happiness in Pantherville because North Carolina went down, Arizona went down last night as well, and today it looks like North Carolina State is going to be the Cinderella story from the ACC, but Duke will have their opportunity here in just a little while. Yeah, North Carolina going down was a fun basketball game last night. I wish I would have been able to pop in here. I was busy spending time watching my daughter play Assassin's Creed. But interesting sports news all the way around. I do have my picks ready for my mock draft. I just didn't get a chance to set it up yet. I've been running all day. I was going to do it earlier before the games, and I just didn't quite make it. The fact it was my second favorite college team was perfect. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Panther. At least you've got something to cheer for, my friend. Uh, we're going to switch over to Gonzaga and Purdue. I found that game to be very interesting up till halftime. Really thought that the Zags were matching up pretty well. I'm not sure that they can maintain it, but we'll see going forward. And I'm just blown away with the amount of intensity that this North Carolina State team's playing with right now. Although Marquette they can't get out of their own way. Also, for those of you that are here because of the affiliation with my Indiana Hoosiers, Bryson Walker, 5-star recruit, 6'5", 6'6", wing, 2 guard, a little more athletic than Liam McNeely, signed on today. So we're back, and we've got a couple really nice players from the portal looking our way, fifth-year seniors, stuff that you really want to see, and some of them are Indiana kids that make me happy. So everybody's kind of backing off Coach for a few minutes here. Let's see how well he continues to do going forward. Dude, I'm telling you, these games tonight and yesterday are physical. There's been a lot more physicality in these games, and the refs are kind of letting them play just a little bit more. A little bit of out of rhythm shot there. Marquette's got a chance to get this less than 10 with 12 to go, but both teams this half, the shooting's really just died out. Miss Angie Burnett, how are you doing, dear? I'm pretty happy about the Bryson Walker signing today or yesterday for Indiana. Uh, I felt like there's a couple really good portal gets out there right now. I'm really looking for Cliff Amorie from Rutgers and Tony Perkins from Iowa. Those are the two that I'm kind of targeting because of their defensive capabilities and playing nice, significant roles next year. Hopefully, those two are the ones that we get. I know they're still looking for another big in the portal, and definitely want some shooters. Although Perkins is not a great shooter, he's an excellent defender, and I'll take defense some days as well. Look at that, Caitlin Clark all over the place. Man, I wish I didn't have to watch commercials on here. Okay, so I'm a little bit behind. What do you guys think of the Purdue game thus far today? What did you think about the job that they did on Edie until the very end of the first half? Yeah, Marquette just cannot get it together, dude. I got to get my other scoreboard up here so that I can talk some statistics. I'm a little bit behind here. The last scoreboard I got up in here, Panthers, that 93-55 victory from Duke over James Madison. That ought to make you pretty happy. Let's see. I was talking earlier, Angie, that North Carolina State has brought just a different level of intensity in this tournament. Well, I mean, they brought it all the way through the ACC tournament. The question is are they going to wear out? I mean, they're on their eighth or ninth game in 14 days, something crazy like that. They won 5-5 in the ACC tournament, 7-8. This is their ninth game in like 15 days. Uh, these kids are unbelievable, but they're playing motivated basketball, and they're going to be. It's going to take somebody to match their physicality and kind of punch them in the face before, and we haven't really seen that yet. So, but see, that's the thing. Once these kids click, it doesn't take much. You can have any team left in this tournament just hit this spell. I have a feeling that their run is going to end a little short. Probably not today. But hey, Jimmy V was a 10 seed the year that they won it. Lorenzo Charles with the putback on the air ball. I watched that game as a child. I think it was Lorenzo Charles. Hopefully my names are pretty close. Duke can play NC State if they won tonight. Man. I mean, it's a team to fear right now because they're up to a 24-14 clip. I gotta say, I want to see that game. Honestly, Panther. For my love of just watching competition, North Carolina or Duke and North Carolina State seems like a great game to me. And the Elite Eight for a Final Four appearance, heck yeah, all of it's on the line. McCain is a special kid. There's no doubt about that. Very special kid. As long as he plays within the moment and plays within himself and doesn't try to make it bigger and more about him, keeps doing what he's doing. And there's a double team right there. And what did they call? If you can get that big boy Burns from North Carolina State, if you can get him out that far away from the basket and trap him, man. And let's not sugarcoat it here. North Carolina State's not playing a great game today. They've got 12 turnovers in this game. Marquette is just shooting horribly. Also, what is up, Steve? Steve wants more upsets. If you can stop Burns in the paint, you can beat NC State. Yeah, my goal with a guy like that is play a little bit of a help side and front him and make them try to throw the ball over the top and then use an athletic defender from the help side. That way they have to really thread a needle to get the pass in, but I would deny the basketball. I know that does free up another shooter in that corner if you do that. But honestly, I think that's the best way to defend him and try to keep him moving because his stamina can't be that great. Marquette's got it down to 11, but it just seems like they cannot get over the hump. I really like watching these teams. Yeah, Arizona did not play well, but give credit to the defenses too. I mean, and North Carolina State just keeps knocking down shots. Hey, Steve, I'm doing well. I'm tired, and it was either sit down here and scream at the TV tonight by myself, or have the TV running and play some games and do some research and stuff like that, or it was just come on in here and hang out. And I chose to hang out. I thought it was more appropriate. I have to take my son to work tonight at about 10:30, so to get in here for a couple hours during a couple games. I may even let it run while I'm gone because it only takes me a half an hour to get in there and back, and then just hang out for the finishes tonight. But looking forward to some games tomorrow. Illinois and UConn, banging 3-pointer there. North Carolina State just went back up 13, I think. Or no, is that 10? I'm sorry. No, yeah, that's right, 13. And it's just Marquette just does not have the answer. They keep getting punched in the mouth. Yeah, I was in here a couple times. A little bit on the round of 32, and then once each day. And I was trying to get in here yesterday, but I had my live stream on my other channel, and so I was in there for that. And then I ran my son to work last night, and by the time I got home, I didn't really have. There was not much left going on. I probably could have, but I chose to watch Alex play in some video games. And oh, and Marquette is they're just giving up the goat right now. They keep just pulling the trigger. They need to attack the rim. I should have, dude. Straight up, Panther. The North Carolina Alabama game is going to go down as one of the classic games this season for sure. And it was just an exceptional effort to in that game. Both teams put it out there. Alabama just kept it on going. It was exciting. That Purdue Gonzaga game had the same level of excitement. That's why I hurried up and set this stream up. The ball's still loose on the floor. Nobody tied it up. Marquette's got a chance to get it. Well, they're at 15. There you go. Attack the glass, young man. Oh my gosh. And you know, North Carolina State right there fouling in that instance and not letting him have an and one, making sure that he doesn't score it where he has to shoot 2 free throws is better than letting him put that ball in the hole. Yeah, I was enjoying that game last night. I was screaming and yelling down here, carrying on like a fool. And see, he made the first free throw there, but it still changes that momentum. They don't get that spark from him dunking that ball. Tough loss for the Lady Hoosiers today. I thought they played exceptional. South Carolina is probably going to win the national championship, and I don't know if anybody else is going to get that close. Fundamental, um, I really don't. I had to go back and skim through the game and rewatch it because I forgot that it was on live. I got home late, and yeah, but they performed pretty well this year. They're just one more solid player, I think, from really contending. And Marquette cannot buy a three. Yeah, the Zach Edey. Hey, comparatively speaking, the Bryson Walker signing, I think you get a little bit more athletic version of Liam McNeely. Maybe not as deadly of a shooter, but definitely more of a playmaker. Uh, what do you think in retrospect? uh, the swap. How do you feel about the swap there? And then also, I heard today that Dusty May, first call he made at Michigan was to Liam McNeely. I hope they put that guy in our conference. I really do. Yes, IU and Notre Dame. What's up, Philip? How you doing today, sir? Stoked on Notre Dame or Purdue tonight? We're going to switch over to that here in just a few minutes. The energy of that basketball game had me pumped earlier. I was fired up watching that one. So I don't know how close we are to halftime being over, but hey, where'd my scores go? Oh, it's on. Let's swap. Because I definitely want to be over there for that. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, his recruiting is interesting, and I'm going to research more of it tomorrow when I have some time. I am going to put together a video because that's just what I like to do. His recruiting is very interesting, and his lack of interest, or not, I don't want to say lack of interest, his lack of being hot on anybody. It seemed like he really wanted to be in Indiana, or because of the way he really slowed down and hadn't committed. Um, and then, and I think he might have committed either way. And I don't know if that's another one of those reasons. And Purdue just keeps pounding it at the rim. That was a layup there by, I think that was Fletcher Lawyer, and it was just smooth. And Purdue's got their largest lead of the game. Yep, he didn't play AAU ball. That's something to be that's that had a lot to do with his dad. I have been doing a little bit of research, but something to do with his dad kept him out of the AAU ball. Yeah, this game here is exciting, Philip. I'm definitely down for it. It's it's been one of those games, and this Gonzaga team is about. I think they're about at their talent limit as far as what they can put forth. They need some luck as well. But yeah, the kid's very interesting. He's a very upbeat kid, very different mindset than some of the guys that we've had. Uh, and Purdue just keeps pouring it on another big triple. If Marquette closes in on NC State, we will go back. But until then, Gonzaga is down by 9. It's their largest deficit. They cannot stop Purdue right now. They're just hot. Definitely an interesting kid, and fundamental. I've got my picks, but uh, two guys that I have circled in the transfer portal is Omaruyi and Tony Perkins are the two that I want. Not so much for their standout offensive play, but their spectacular defensive play. And I think it will be a nice balance with Omaruyi and Renew down inside. And I think Tony Perkins brings a different spark on offense as he's very good at dribble penetration. Yeah, there's a couple guys out there, and Omaruyi really fits the bill, right? He's a rim protector. That's the kind of guy that Woodson looks for. I think he really does fit that mold. But like I said, who's to know? And plus, he'll have a he'll have a hard on for Rutgers, by the way, as he's kind of getting pushed around in there with all the talent they brought in this year. And I still think No, no. See, that's the reason why you have to still go two bigs in Indiana. He can fill in at the five, but you should not ask Malik Renew to play the five for any length of time. Where was that other question at? Does Iowa's women have a chance against South Carolina? Yes, but they've got to play more team basketball. Um, I don't think Caitlin Clark can carry them through that game. Everybody else has to play. And yeah, Panther Bryson Walker from Virginia, interesting 5-star top 20 kid. He was recruited by us early, and then I think with the signing of McNeely, our recruiting of him kind of backed off a little bit. And then with McNeely decommitting, they heated it right back up, got him in for a visit, and he signed. I'm gonna study that, Philip. I'm not 100% certain. I don't know what the deal is with why he didn't play AAU ball, but what I've seen of him, he looks. I'm trying to Bryson Tucker. Sorry, Walker. I got Walker on the head. Uh, he looks like a very just a. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to compare his athleticism. 6'5". He's right between a 2 and a 3, and he doesn't shoot it as well, but his athletic plays are really high up. His mid range game is really nice, and he gets to the rim. Gonzaga finally puts a basket in here. Tucker. Where I got Walker. Gerald Henderson. Gerald Henderson. And Purdue finally misses a triple, and Zach Edey's going to get called for the foul. And they're throwing a fit over the hook and hold. And Matt Painter's going to get him going to the monitor, I think. What is up, Dave? Before I go hit some karaoke, bro, what's your go-to sing? Come on, let me hear it. I can't hear it. But what's your go-to karaoke song, my friend? Oh. Come on, bro. Man, you don't want me to do karaoke. I think I sound okay, but ooh, Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran Duran. Man, I don't know. I can't even imagine what my go-to would be. I'd have to be really, really intoxicated first and foremost. But that is definitely a topic of conversation. I had a friend of mine back when karaoke first started out, and his go-to was uh, he did "I'm a Creep," and he could hold that note pretty well at the end. I was kind of impressed. That was his calling card. Purdue going up big, yeah. I think Gonzaga's met their talent level in this game. With Purdue hitting the outside shot, there's just really they've got to shut something down, and they just can't seem to get it done. Also, just so we see, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Where did my scoreboard go? There it is. Marquette has finally trimmed it to within 8 with 5 minutes to go. Yeah, I can see that with or without you. Gives you a chance to show that vocal range, bro. I would love to do country. I could probably do country because I can make fun of the sound and probably do it better than I could anything else. Charlie Pride. 296 and 3-point shooting last year. Yeah. That, I'm telling you, with the way the college game is played and set up, you have got to be you've got to be better from behind the 3-point line. This is Gonzaga's chance right here to trim into that a little bit, and they get a basket, cuts that lead to 5, and just when you thought Purdue was kind of running away, here come the Zags. Yeah, Dave, you got to record that and let me have it. I want to hear it. And Zach Edey just lost the ball, and they're pummeling him, and they're not giving him the foul calls. And there's another missed 3 by Purdue, and Gonzaga's got another chance to trim this down to 3 or 2. Oh, easy shot. Defender left him. Oh my gosh. 3-point ball game. Hickman with the basket there. Purdue looks a little off right now. They're just standing around on offense. There's where you want it. And Edey misses another one. Oh, what a save. I'd probably say they're probably in the 120s, 150s. There's another missed 3. Purdue's getting like 5 opportunities on this possession. There you go. There's a finish. And Edey gets one to go down, gets it back to 5. North Carolina State still up 8. Base like you've never. Is that the dude that's does the pirate thing? Oh, I don't even know what that's called, and that was a bad imitation. Gonzaga buries a triple in transition, 2-point game. Yo, nope. I don't even know how it goes. Papa Poncho, what is up, bro? British kid with red hair. No, dude, I don't know that. But I'm always down for something new for sure. Kaufman Wren just missed. Edey's a monster in there to rebound. Dude, he stays close to the basket, and he's really good with his body positioning on rebounding. He's just so big, he just rolls off the push. Yeah, I gotta look that up. I've never seen that dude before. but I'll check him out later. Genre. It just shows him as a bass player. Purdue has the ball up 4. They're pushing. Lawyer gets to the rim in transition. That's going to keep them ahead. What is up, Snowman? Good to see you, my friend. The Snowman is in the house, still putting out tons of content. Ugh. Uh-oh. It's just like Gonzaga starts slacking off. Marquette's cut it down to 6 with 3:55 to go. Yeah, I'm good. I love listening to a good bass player, so I'll check that out. Edie gets inside. Edie's clutch down in the middle there. You need to keep him out at least a couple more feet away from that basket. They're back up 8 after that push down to 3. Nice play, speed. Give and go for Gonzaga and an easy layup. Scottish hip hop sounds cool. So yeah, I have most of my time is into sports, gaming, you name it. Braden Smith down amongst the bigs gets another layup on a second chance, and that keeps them at 8. North Carolina State back up 7 with 3:39 to go. If that gets anywhere closer, we'll probably swap over here at the next timeout just for S's and G's. But State just did not give up control of that game. They used their physicality to win that game, willing themselves to victory. I don't know how they're doing it. They can't. They must be going on empty. And there's a foul. They can't stop him. Yeah, see, there's the thing about Purdue, though. Look at it. Look at it from this point. You know, some teams don't play as much as a team. They know where to go with the ball. If they get that ball down there on the post to Edie and let him, and they don't double team him right away, they've got about a 70% chance he's going to score in that situation. They play numbers. The problem with Purdue is that if you can get ahead of them, yeah, he does pretty good. He does pretty good about not being in the lane the whole time. But yeah, now that you mention it, we'll watch the 3 seconds going forward. We've swapped it over here. I think I'm going to flip over to the other one for just a minute. Marquette is on a 13-5 run the last 5:41 in this game. I was going to say they was ahead pretty handily if they didn't burn up enough energy to get over the hump. Shaka Smart still looks young like he did when he played BC when he was coaching at BCU, I think. And Marquette is at the free throw line for 1-1, I think. Yes. Or it was an and one. Leads down to 6. Clock is your friend. North Carolina State is passing the ball very effectively, and Marquette is doing a nice job defensively. That was a bad shot, but it almost went down. Marquette's got a chance to cut it to 4, and they're just attacking. That is going to be a jump ball. This game is crazy physical, man. Both of these games today have been crazy physical. DJ Burns has only got 4 points in this game. There's another 3-ball missed and a missed opportunity as they had a chance for the offensive glass. Lost it out of bounds. It's going to go back the other way. Purdue's extended to 9. That clock is ticking as well. Man, just North Carolina State just keeps attacking the rim. My goodness. And Marquette cannot make a 3 to save their life. That's the difference in this game. The 3-point shooting, I guarantee it. Yeah, it looks like Marquette is something like, oh my gosh, they've missed a bunch. They've got one shooter. K Jones is 2 for 10. This game is down to under 2 minutes. About ready to, well, Purdue just went up 14 over Gonzaga. Three for 26. Let me hit the big thing, see if it screws my screen up. Yeah, 3 for 26. 11.5%. Bro, Philip, I wish Alex was in here. If you're going to start discussing different genres of music, that's definitely her jam. I like music. She loves music. Marquette is done. What's up, Sam? Marquette's got about the better chance right now than Gonzaga does, as Purdue is dominating that game. We will go back over there here shortly. And then we have coming up the Duke and Houston game, which is going to be phenomenal tonight. I'm gonna bow out. I'm just gonna leave the screen up during that, but I'm gonna have to take off for just a little bit and take my son to work. Let's see. Oh, that's what I did. It's a little tougher to fit in there. So, what does Marquette need with 2 minutes to go? They need a quick basket here. They need a turnover. Sam, he's 20. Getting ready to move out. Last week in the house. There's the ball game. There's the dagger right there. North Carolina State smacks down another triple. The one thing Marquette cannot do today, extends that lead to 11. Doesn't matter at this point. There's a foul. Yeah. Winner of Tennessee and Creighton, that's going to be a dandy as well. I know I'll be, yeah, and speaking of which, I know I'll be in here either today or tomorrow or Sunday, maybe both. I'm not sure. Sam, I'm doing well. And North Carolina State knocks the ball out of bounds, and it's going to stay at the Marquette end down 10. I guess there's a little bit of hope there. Early happy Easter? Yes, sir. We're not celebrating. Well, we are celebrating at my in-laws on Easter, and then we're going to my mother's on Wednesday. I think they got the call right. If Creighton wins it all, that's a that's a great story. I really like this Tennessee team, but you're right. Creighton could do it. Creighton's got that firepower. I can't believe they're still looking at this. See, this is what I don't understand about college replay. My word, they've got a screen and they've got all the camera angles. Tennessee's a tough out for sure. Gonzaga's got that back down to 12 with about 6:30 something to go. They finally confirmed the call. There's the three ball by, and Marquette finally buries a 3-1, or is that a 3 and a timeout? Well, let's see if he gets fouled. I don't see a foul, so lead is down to 7 with 117. What up, Shark Horse? Yeah, I don't have any sound on, so I have to speculate. Shark Horse, are you mourning the loss too, or are you an Arizona fan as well? I know Mark is. That was another interesting game. Gotcha. Yeah, really, State, all they have to do is not turn the ball over, and they just about did that. They get it into the front court, and I think Marquette's going to try to play this one out for a defensive stop here, not fouling just yet. And there's going to be a foul on the shot. Yep. I That was part of the topic of conversation earlier, talking about Purdue's 3-point shooting woes last year, and teams that don't shoot the three well. It doesn't matter how good they are inside. Generally, the three is the great equalizer, and you have got to be able to make at least probably 6 or 7 a game. That's 8, and that's 9 with 54 seconds. Marquette really needs a quick score, whether it be a 3 or a 2. I think you can't trade. I think you need a 3 ball here. There's the shot, right? Nope, didn't take it. That was too deep. That should be the ball game. UConn, Illinois is going to be a dandy. Telling you. I don't know. I don't know that UConn can stop Terrence Shannon. Best 2 offensive teams in the tournament left. I'm sticking with it. I think Illinois gets the dub tomorrow. UConn is the best team in the tournament. If they lose, it will be tomorrow. NC State gets it back to double digit. Gonzaga's got hanging around at 13. We're going to flip back over. NC State going to the Elite 8. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. Damascus been he's got to be on his game. And there's a lot of players on that Illinois team I don't like. That's it right there. That one's pretty much in the books as North Carolina State's up by 11 with 29 seconds to go. And they're still feeding Edey the ball in the post and still calling fouls every time down. Which question, Sam? I like Tennessee in that game. Creighton and Tennessee. Creighton is probably, in my mind, the most explosive team, but how high they can go, they can also struggle a little bit. Tennessee feels like they're pretty balanced. At least if Illinois wins, Dr. Craig can be happy. I don't know. I think Purdue can, if Purdue hits a few 3-pointers, they can beat anybody. 74-59. This game's done. That's another good ball player, Steve. I love college athletics. You know, the thing about college athletics is that 18 to 22-year-olds, you don't know what you're getting. Usually these fifth-year seniors are the guys that hold it together, that lead teams. You get the mature guys, that's the ones that really help out. That's why I liked Arizona, because I liked their backcourt. I thought their backcourt had enough experience to do the job. Wow, Dr. Craig is the professor who runs the Fast Mach 5 tunnel. That name didn't hit me right away. I hadn't heard it. He did go to Indiana for he's in wow. Nice. Yeah, sometimes I'll acknowledge a comment, but yeah, when it's something like that, who runs the Fast Mach 5 tunnel, he went to Indiana. Indiana's a great campus. I love it. Illinois. Gotcha. Boy, these two games did not have any drama coming down the stretch for them. Both of these teams seem to just have it going on all cylinders today. Well, we're going to find out about Houston and Duke. Uh, so, when you talk about football, the statement is always made that defense wins championships. Houston is the only top 5 defensive team left in the tournament, and they are going to have to score 90 points today to win. Um, the Man, I feel like that's going to be a dandy. I feel like that's the game of the day. Both of these late games should have been early. I would rather see Purdue and Gonzaga at 10 o'clock than Creighton and Tennessee and Duke and Houston. I think those should have been early. Should have been early. Still mourning my Hoosiers, my Lady Hoosiers today. Valiant effort against South Carolina. Couldn't get it done. I do not like Dawn Staley. Hoping that Iowa wins the national championship. Ugh, hate saying that. Yeah. Fundamental, there's just people's personalities that I don't like. Straight up, can't take. I don't mind confidence. I hate arrogance. Beyond. And Dawn Staley I just don't like her. Looks like NC State's going to secure. They got a 9-point lead with 8 seconds to go, and Purdue has got this one in hand. 9 minutes. Dawn Staley. She's the coach of South Carolina. She was even more annoying as a player. You're right. NC State gets the dub. 11 seed goes to the Elite Eight. Gonzaga just continues to miss everything, too. They are wore out. Yeah, go listen to her now, Philip. If you like her now, good for you. I just can't take her. Oh, well, they forced Purdue to use a timeout down 16 with just a few minutes left to go. Holmes, Parrish, McNeil, and Scalia. Yeah, I think so. Next year looks like it's going to be a rebuild, or starting to rebuild or reload, I should say. I keep seeing this commercial for Chipotle, and it makes me want it in a bad way. Scalia's gone. Mackenzie Holmes should be gone for sure. Parrish may have another year. I don't know. I always, I just, I love to eat, dude. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of youth on that team as well. So it looks like, I don't know what an R senior is. Shark Horse, your school age. What is R senior? They've got different terminology for them. Senior plus. That must mean she's in her extra year. Then there's a grad senior. That's Mackenzie Holmes. Sydney Parrish is just a senior. Oh, Philip, I don't like her personality as a coach. She was damn good on the floor. Oh, red shirt. There you go. Duh. I bet that's what it is for sure. A red shirt senior. So one of them may have an. They still are going to have to. They're losing a lot of scoring. Yeah, fundamental. I'm still. I have a feeling that we're going to have a dandy next year in Ja'Kai Newton. I think he's going to be ready to rock. Gonzaga finally buries a triple with 116 to go. Ja'Kai Newton's going to be really solid. He's redshirted. I thought he was taller than 6'3". They got him listed at 6'3". but but his workout regiments is pretty solid. Liam McNeely got a call from Dusty May at Michigan this week. Michigan had a bunch jump in the transfer portal. He could be a one-trick pony up there. I think he's about the time, so he might. He might. I still think he's going to Kansas. But whoever it was said that he wanted to be on a better team and win. Steve with the explanations. You're okay. Very good explanation. And there you go, Purdue with the butt whipping of Gonzaga today. Granted, mind you, I never really, I'm not a big West Coast basketball guy. So, in a way, I kind of like it. But I love Mark Few. I think he does a great job. I gotta look at some stuff here. Let's go. Let's look at some stuff. Okay. Miss Lauren O'Reilly is still kicking butt in the bracket challenge right now. Burdens is second. Sam M is third. Sam does not have a high max, but he's got 57 points right now. And I'm sucking it down here in 12th. I still got a high possibility, but Lauren's absolutely killing it. Purdue makes it to the Elite Eight. That's much better than having an early round knockout from like they did last year. So that's pretty solid. What do I need to happen to improve my bracket status? This was Gonzaga's probably least complete team that I've seen them have. I got two brackets, Sam. I got Houston in one, and I've got against Illinois, and I have Illinois in the other against Tennessee. But I don't care about the bracket. If I win the bracket, that's awesome. If I don't, then I get to give a gift card to somebody else. So it is what it is, right? Somebody gets to earn a gift card at my expense. That's fine. I like the challenge. Fundamental, I didn't ever see any. I've never saw really defensive footage of him working as a high school kid. And you know that he was limited his senior year because of his knee, which really put a damper on his recruiting as well. So I haven't really got a chance to look at a whole lot of tape. I just know that he's got the physicality of a guard that can play at the next level based on his physical attributes. He's got a pretty nice shot. He's very smooth with the basketball. If his defense is on time, he's got a possibility of really being a good player, especially since he redshirted and got a chance to fully heal up. I think that was awesome. He's a good kid as far as where he's at. He might be tempted to transfer, but if he didn't transfer after sitting this year, I don't think he's going to. I can't wait to see him on the floor. Duke and let's see. Well, Panther, I wish you good luck, my friend. I know you're riding on this. Yeah, I think I think Cubs did a really good job of concreting his place on the team based on his defensive play down the stretch. It drastically improved. Uh, his physical size, he's going to have to bulk up a little bit. He's going to have to be a little bit bigger, as a bigger body, because I think that was CJ Gunn's biggest, detriment. He got wore out because he wasn't strong enough to compete. Yeah, no, the focus for Indiana next year is definitely going to be on shooting. If they do anything else in the portal, if they just get shooters, then that'll be a good start. Oh, let's see. Get this ready for this one. This guard matchup is going to be amazing in this game. Just saying. The only commit we got for next year is Bryson Tucker, the one that they just got yesterday. Yeah, fundamental. The kid on Houston, Shed, is kind of how I look at Ja'Kai Newton in high school. Same. I think he's a very similar style. 5-star, top 20 recruit, right around 20. Did not play AAU basketball. I'll have to research into that a little bit, but he's 6'5". He's going to play the 2 or the 3. His outside shot is not uh, it's not spectacular as far as like what McNeely was supposed to bring, but his athleticism and playmaking is higher level. So I wish 3.50%. I would love to have a 50% 3-point shooter. That'd be nice. But yeah, fundamental Ja'Kai looks the part like Shed. Yeah, if you want to, I mean, it's a good investment of time if you want to go back and watch some of his high school, because the kid on his high school team, the other kid from his senior class, is on UConn this year. So, uh, and Ja'Kai has his own YouTube channel, and that's where he puts all his workouts and stuff like that, and how he's worked with the trainers. Guard wing, Yeah, Tucker's supposed to be 6'6", but I read somewhere today that officially he's 6'5". But I still don't think, like I said, I don't think he's the type of shooter that McNeely is, but he's more athletic and got more playmaking skills. And yes, Panther, I think the reason that you're terrified of this Houston team is their defensive intensity and guard play. They can really make life rough for anybody. Or, or you can just beat them. I mean, that's what Iowa State did. Why am I itching? Yeah. I and like I said, you don't know how anything's going to translate to college, but you also you don't know how well he's going to translate to college, but the way he approaches his physical side of it and the injury, and he played through the injury in high school. uh, I don't know the whole story about that, but he continued to play when he needed surgery or something to that effect. He just seems like the right type of kid. He's going to be my favorite next year. Steve, thank you for coming in for a little while. I will hopefully see you guys, if not after today, tomorrow and Sunday. I should be in here both days. Wow. Most consecutive 20-point games with 10 rebound games. David Robinson, Zach Edey, Blake Griffin. That's some bangers. Yeah. And the reason that Galloway is your guy, and the same reason that you kind of have to have a soft spot for Leal, is because they're Indiana kids that play basketball in a way that excites you for the state. Oh wow, Shark, that's a tough one because a lot of players, there's a lot of injury in college, and a lot of players develop differently and get hot at different times. I bet you there's very few teams that have the same starting five all year. I know you had one in mind. I've been around Mark too long to know. I bet you're going to say Houston. I bet. I bet you're going to say Houston. Oh, we still got 9 minutes. No, I'm not putting money on that. I feel like I'm being baited either way. Yeah, the University of Arizona. Bro, I believe you. If you or Mark tell me something about Arizona, I'm just gonna concede. Even if I'm not sure, I'm gonna concede that you guys know your stuff. That's the reason why we have such a wide variety of people in here, and most people know their areas. So I won't sit and argue about something like that. But Arizona might have had the best backcourt in this tournament. Sam, Liam McNeely is not coming to Indiana. He decommitted. I know you don't like Caleb Love, but he's a pretty good guard. It's like the Dak Prescott of college basketball. Damn. I mean, those are facts. If he runs the point, Sam, I'm not so sure that they don't try to push Galloway to a more of a two. I'm not sure. I think Galloway's going to be better as a two guard. It's not the point, but it just depends on how this recruiting goes. Get this over here. Is this thing ready to go yet? I love the way I love the Trey's. He leaves it all out on the floor. You know, if it, he should have been more of an asset early on in his career. Yeah, Renew Renew's kind of in between. He only is going to do well with another big on the floor. And if you put him by himself out there, that's when he gets into big trouble. I think he's stuck between he either needs to be a better outside shot, or he either needs to get a better outside shot, or he needs to learn how not to foul under the basket. He's either got to establish himself more as closer to a five and a stretch four, but by himself under the basket, he gets in trouble. He's still a work in progress. Now, granted, this year his footwork got a lot better. His post moves got a lot better, but also he didn't get the team's biggest guy. Too many turnovers. Yeah, those are all correct statements. Turns it over way too much, fouls a lot, and cries about every single call. And you know what? Here's the one thing I don't understand is why, when he fouls once, does he immediately foul again on some stupid play 30 foot from the basket with a hand check? So if he gets a foul, you just need to pull him out of the game so he can't hurt himself any further. And I think maturity. I think his problem is maturity. I think every one of those statements there lacks to not being a mature player. Yeah, I mean it's you're right, Shark. I mean he's that's what my biggest one of our biggest problems with our basketball program is the lack of discipline. Guys take a fall in college, and you know how serious it is based on how, because a lot of times coaches will be like, "Get up." They'll just leave him lay there. They won't even run out to him and be like, "Get up. You're okay. You're okay. Get up." Yeah, Sam, the word you're really looking for there is that our coach has not really established a culture. Houston is a 4.5 point favorite. You're right. It is a problem. And you probably are not that familiar, but Coach Woodson was brought in to develop players to be NBA ready. But what he's done is that he's developed individual players, but not made a very not created a solid culture for a team. He does well with the individuals. Like, look at Khalil Ware this year. Khalil Ware, as you probably know, you probably didn't even see him last year when they played Arizona when he was at Oregon because he didn't have the right mindset. Well, coach one on one got him ready to go to the NBA, made him a potential top 15 pick in less than a season. But he doesn't establish a culture or a team. I don't even know how to put it. Culture is the only word that I can use to where the team plays for each other, not for individual accolades. Um, and I think that's what he needs to establish. The team needs an identity. There's a good word. They need an identity. What they're going to do well. What their goal is. Purdue has a great culture, Sam. Uh, Matt Painter basically lets you know what your job is the second you get there, and you have a priority list. And that's the reason why that team wins, because they know how to feed the ball to their player. Yeah, I mean, Arizona is just going to get better over the coming years. Just to be honest, Xavier drove 100-mile-an-hour drunk down college, ran from the police, and didn't get any punishment. That's why he thought he could do anything he wanted this year. Yeah, and you know what? Until he shut up and started playing basketball, he ruined. Watch this. Xavier Johnson ruined C.J. Gunn, and C.J. Gunn has just committed at DePaul. He's going to play for Holtman over there, and I think that's a good fit, honestly, for him. Because C.J. Gunn's the same kid. He's a 6'6" guard. Needed a little bit of size, but yeah, the Mbako thing at Taco Bell. What the hell? Come on. If they get that part right, they can recruit. That's the thing. Is you know Indiana can get players. They just need to build a team culture. And hopefully that's why I said, oh, dude, he was asked to leave a Taco Bell parking lot like first week on campus and locked himself in the car and wouldn't leave, and the cops had to bust a window or something like that. Just stupid. Oh, was that wasn't that Archie Miller and before the Northwestern game for all them guys getting high? I think Xavier John. No, yes. All right, Duke's underway. Finally got a game going here, and they actually started it on time. See, I thought Xavier Johnson was in that mix, but it might have been Jeremy Hollowell and that crew. There's the Duke's first turnover. Yeah, Houston just, oh my gosh. Yeah, they got the nerves right now. And Houston is another team that just flat attacks the rim. They're going to keep pushing it in there until you figure out how to stop them, and then they're going to shoot the three ball. Man, Panther, ye of little faith. They they've got to they've got to play defense and they've got to stop the ball. I mean, I know that sounds cliche, right, and easy, but you've got to stop the ball, cut it off, make them have to pass it. Yeah, I was never a Xavier Johnson fan. Easy, Panther. You got to be able to see the second. You got to be able to see because college basketball is a game of runs. For real, fundamental. These kids come in thinking that they're superstars and then they act like that. Panthers fired up. Be all right, Panther. They'll get back. They'll get on track here. Need some points. It's okay. It'll work itself out or it won't. I can say there's a lot of people that wish their team was playing in the Sweet 16. Hey, I have to say that I'm with you because I just don't want to see Houston there, regardless. Look at that. They're just Houston is just relentless on defense. What? Oh my God! If that would have went in, oh my goodness, they've got to stop the basketball. The dribble penetration, getting everything to the rim. I mean, I don't know about that, Panther. You guys aren't even getting shots. Hey, they at least got a clean look that time and an offensive rebound. There's a three ball. There you go. He already did call a timeout. Panther, you're either way up or way down. You're either ready to call it quits forever or on top of the world. There's just no in between with you. Oh, here's what'll get him. That's 4 turnovers and just a couple of minutes. Oh no. Best Houston team since Drexler and Olajuwon. That's probably a fact. The thing is that it's a matter of settling down. Talent's pretty, I would assume, is pretty equal. Always impressed by guys who can shoot without the lines on the ball lined up. Something little, but that always bothered me. I want to see what happens if I do this. Hold on. Huh. Okay. you know, a Panther at this point, a lot will piss you off. More turnovers. That's the one thing right there that you can't afford to do is continually turn the ball over. Can't stop the You need to stop the basketball. Take a charge, cut it off. Do not let them take you to the rim every single time and get an 8-foot jump shot with not contested. That's what needs to happen. Look, Duke's trying to play by passing the ball. There you go. Attack. 12-footer. There you go. Get to the rim. Clemson and Alabama. That one of those two will be in the Final Four. That's something. Come on, Panther. He has got a free throw like a line drive. Like he's just that looked worse than Shaq. Don't like that early three. Eh. Tack the glass. Stop settling for three balls every time down the court. Gotta play D. Good job, Ryan Young. Good job, Ryan Young. That's a Big Ten guy right there. On both ends of the floor. He did something again. He just got the deflection. Look at that. He got down in transition, got under the basket, ball faked, got a layup. Wow. That looked like a bad call. You're double teamed. Still settling for that three shot every time. I love the way Houston attacks the paint. Homerism. JP's a North Carolina guy, man. Yeah, offensively, you're still in a rut, but defensively, you've kind of settled in. They're going to double team him every time. So they've decided that Filipowski is not going to be the guy to beat them. Most valuable pooper. Ah. Right on, Colin. Attaboy. Missed 2 free throws. Golly. That's been my pain all year is free throw shooting. Good defense. Man. I think the officials need to figure out traveling. You know, a fundamental, the one thing about Malik Renew that bothers me more than anything is that whenever that guard sinks down from the free throw line to double team him, he always brings that ball down so low, and he gets it stolen from him almost every single time. Yeah, it's okay. They've settled in. Houston, your defense is kind of settled in as well, so it's gonna be ugly for a minute. Yeah, it's like he's only worried about the defender that's on his hip, not the one that's coming from behind. And he brings the ball down too low. He's not strong and up with the ball, and them guards just take it away. But just look at the amount of development from his freshman to his sophomore year. It was it was night and day. I really think he'll get better. I like dunks. And I've got to go check on my boy, make sure he's awake because I have got to take him to work here in a minute. Wow, same score? Creighton, Tennessee looks pretty good. Tennessee just hit a three ball. Boy, every time they feed the post, Houston goes to double because they can recover and help so fast. What happened there? Must have been a travel. No, he's getting ready right now. We leave in about 10 minutes or less. I'm going to let this thing run because I don't feel like restarting it when I get back. If nobody's here, I understand. Yeah, it looked like the ball didn't come free enough. That was pretty good right there. Duke actually attacked the rim. Fun fact, our department actually has two buildings, AMEN and AMNES. It should be right. It takes me about 20 minutes to get in there, so I'm back in 40. I'm just going to leave the scoreboard up, let the camera stay on. I'm not worried about it. You'll probably see the cat. I will definitely be back before the end of halftime. That's for sure. Yeah. Just you're starting to chill out a little bit. Good. Have conversation. I just don't feel like closing it and opening it back up. If I close it, I won't open it back up. Houston, they're so strong with the basketball. Yes, ma'am. I try to be safe. It's just the turnovers. They're just horrible. Houston's so active on defense. Keep him sane. You know, the difference in these two teams is just experience. I think Duke's a little young right now. They'll get on a hot streak and catch back up. Or maybe they won't. Well, it looks like the officiating's kind of evened out or gone a little bit Duke's favor now. They're starting to call. That's good call. He sold that really well too. Tell you what, those are grown men right there. They've got the body type to take a beating. Yeah, I know, bro. Later, Colin. Good to see you, my friend. Put it up. There's the three ball. Get it. There you go. Second chance points. Yeah, you're right. I'd be scared to death as a Houston fan. You're playing pretty solid defense, and you're only up 4 points right now. And Duke has not played worth much in this half. And now look, now Houston's starting to resort to that three ball. And Duke's trying to get the penetration, but there's another dumb turnover. That's the only thing right now that's keeping Houston really in the game is the turnovers. Houston's living on the turnovers. And how is it that everybody on this Houston team looks like James Harden? Rip TV. Oh, and that is not a good look right there. If Shed goes out, that's probably the end of Houston's run. Just going to say it right there. All right, everybody. I will be back in a little while. If you guys hang out, I appreciate it. If you don't, I understand. I'm going to run him to work, going to let this run. See y'all in a bit. Where we at? Where we at? Is that right? Duke is down a point in the second half. 25. Oh, it's tied. Oop, that's too loud. Oh, yeah. I saw him on the scooter, or I heard that he was on a scooter in the car. Creighton and Tennessee, 35-34 at the half. Duke has got a 2-point lead on Houston, and Houston does not have their leader on the floor. Maybe not their best score. Oh, good move. It's still going to be a dogfight, but Duke definitely has an advantage. I hate to see that, though. Oh, I still hate to see a team not at full strength. Somebody from this game's going to be close regardless. It's going to be like low scoring, like maybe 50s. The way he used that length to block that shot. Oh, there's a three ball. Did it go? Nope, too hard. Second chance, no good. Third time is a charm. Get in the lane. It'll be interesting to watch Houston without Shed on the floor. Jamal Shed was the defensive player in the year in the conference and also the player of the year. It's all about third chance points. So we got two real exciting games that are going to come down to the wire here. I have a feeling they're both going to be tight. Yeah, but the reason why I don't think Duke can pull away is Houston's defensive efficiency as a team. They defend all five really well, and I think that's going to keep them in the game. I think Duke's got a decided advantage as long as they don't turn the ball over. Sharp does a good job on defense too. McCain, there's a three ball. And Duke has just got to play better defense. They are letting those guards do whatever they want with that ball. If they get in the lane, you might as well count it as 2 points. That's a pretty good look. Yeah, Houston's getting great shots. They're getting great looks. It's because they're getting to the rim. That's the worst look that they've had right there. Man, it's going to be like this the rest of the game, I'm afraid. It's going to be down and dirty and ugly. Oh! Wow, good defense. I cannot believe Mitchell didn't score that. That's going to be a foul on Duke. Man, talk about nutty. You're okay? It's okay, Panther. You got a good chance to win the game, bro. That's all you can ask for. We should be getting ready to start the other game. In my two brackets, I went each way with this one. I had Duke in one, and I had Houston in the other. Fundamental. They probably checked out. I was like, I checked in when I stopped to drop the boy off. I had to get gas, and I saw that there was a few still hanging in here. I wasn't sure how many people would want to be on late night. Then that's kind of the reason why I hung today. But if I tell you, if I close a stream down and then have to reset everything back up and start it again, I just don't like it. There's Mark. What's up, bro? And Sharp just missed another bunny. That's going to be Duke ball. Yep. Well, it's good to see you, Mark. Thanks for commenting. Good call. Creighton and Tennessee tied at 37, 19 minutes to go in that one. This one, the timing's going to work good. Oh, what a feed. Ryan Young gets the dunk. Finally, somebody cut. Good defense by Duke, trapped on on the block. It's the one thing about Ryan Young. He comes from probably the most physical conference in basketball. Good job by Roach getting in the lane. Easy 12-footer. He knows how to play physical basketball because that's Big Ten basketball. Matches up well against Houston. Finally found something. And there's a steal. I'm telling you, if Duke wins this game, Ryan Young is going to get some accolades. Four-point lead for Duke. That's got to be their biggest. Yeah, I say that, and then he turns the ball over. Gosh. 26-16 since Shed went out. Good move. Got it to go. They are just pummeling Filipowski. That is one of the first times he's passed out of the double team. And good passing there got him a 3-ball. Tennessee back up 2. And Cryer just buries a triple for Houston. If Duke would play defense, they could win this game hands down. Filipowski needs to take a seat for a few minutes. He's frustrated. It's just not consistent. They go through stretches where they play defense, and then they just don't. Roach should have took that shot. Oh, bailed out with a foul. What conference does Arizona go to next year? What conference does Arizona go to next year? They go to the Big 12. It'll be pretty solid. I think going to the Big 12 and a lot of them coming east will do those teams do a lot better. West Coast basketball has just not been what it was for a long time, and I'm not sure why. They still have a lot of the great good talent out there. They just don't do well when it comes to March. But I think Arizona playing in the Big 12 will be good for them. Cannibalism. Yeah, I look at the draw this year. The Mountain West did not deserve 6 teams. That conference blows. I don't think the brand of football is the same. It just really seems like the last, and it's sad too. I think there was one year where UCLA played well in basketball. Uh, Most of the football out there has been, I mean, Washington this year and Oregon, I guess, were really good. I don't know. Just seems like the Pac-12 was just it was just dying out in a sense. I'm not sure. Conference realignment will probably do some teams some good. Forgetting somebody for football. And if you're speaking of Arizona, I don't forget about Arizona as far as basketball is concerned. Roach sinks them both. Crier running the load of the team. He's got 11 points since the injury. Yeah, you can, but you just got to play defense. Too many guys are getting into that lane, and that's going to keep Houston close for the time being. Oh, by the way, Tennessee's up 8 on Creighton right now, starting to pull ahead in that game. Yeah, turnovers is horrible. You look at how Filipowski goes up in the paint. Not to sound disrespectful, but he doesn't match up in strength. He got himself to the free throw line there, but just doesn't. It seems like these boys from Houston are just thick. Tennessee stretched it to 11. He's just pushing your buttons, bro. Roberts and Mitchell both have 3 fouls, and that's it for these two teams. Everybody else is good to go. You guys are both full of passion, and I enjoy it. Good sell. Going to get some free throws. And Tennessee's opened up to a 16-point lead. How the heck did that happen? Yeah, that's just it, Angie. The arguing, it's like it's you can't even argue the points, right? They're both dead set on what they believe, and they're gonna deal with it to the very end of time. They're gonna stick to their guns, and I don't even think you could break them down in an interrogation room, and that's what I think I like about it. And they'll just sit and beat each other up, but at the end of the day, they both just love what they love. My ex-husband used to actually complain that I'm too loud when watching games. Ha! Is that the reason why he's your ex-husband? It's all good. That's the best, Mark. And at times, it can get to the point where you like everybody knows exactly what you guys are going to talk about, but that's the reason why sports is so much fun. Filipowski gets to the rim, easy basket. Duke back up 6. It's what makes it fun. One of many. Anybody that's passionate about something and loves it is it's definitely worthwhile. Good look. Nice rhythm 3 for Walker. This might be the only game that's close tonight or today. It's all good. Good defense at the rim. Houston's got a chance to cut it to 1 or tie. Yeah, they're in timeout right now. I don't know what happened, but that score went up quick. It was 5 points and then it was 14. And I think the Houston fans have something. These officials, both teams do not call traveling. Filipowski's pretty active. Gets in there for that rebound. I know I've been seeing Shaq in these Home Depot commercials. What did he do by? Is he now? Does he now partly own Home Depot too? I've seen some players moonwalk to the rim and not get called for travel on both sides. Yeah, I see a ton of. I see a ton of pivot foot sliding. I guess, and that when you're saying moonwalk, that could be what you're talking about. But the pivot foot seems to move quite often, and it never gets called. Shaq's got that right personality. With the deal with Papa John's, when John Schneider got that uh, Schnatter, I don't know how you say his name, when he got that those charges or whatever against him, and he gave it up. Shaq was the one that kind of saved the day for the company. Yeah, those Shaq commercials are pretty good. I like his personality. And I do like all the Charles Barkley commercials in March, all the Capital One, and oh, it is Capital One. Have you seen the tree of rims Shaq made from all of his broken boards? Hilarious. I have not, but I'll check it out. Yeah, Shaq is about the closest comparison to Zach Edey that I've ever seen. It's just big guy in the lane. But Shaq couldn't hit free throws in college. People would just foul him. They would send guys out there just to put him on the free throw line. Really feeling bad for Shed. And Duke has to burn a timeout. Or do they? Did they call that 5 seconds? I think they did. 2, 3. Oh, everybody got to win. Pretty smooth move by Houston in the lane. 45-44, 7 minutes to go. And Filipowski just drains the big three right there to extend back to 4. Tennessee's up 12 on Creighton, 9:18 to go. Who's that one going to be on? Houston seems to be struggling at the free throw line. Duke still has a 4-point lead. 6:14 to go. Make it 3. Roach telegraphs a pass and turns it over. Here comes Houston down 3. Nice defense. Bad luck on the foul call there, I think. Yep. Filipowski. That was a pretty raw deal, I think, on the call there. But you can foul that guy over and over. He's less than 50%. Two-point game. 5:36 to go. Let's go. Is there going to be something from the One Shining Moment video? Yeah, I think Shaq was like a 48% free throw shooter in college. You two are cracking me up. And Panthers on fire. You guys are just going to keep beating yourself up, beating each other up. All right, Duke's got the ball. 5:28 to go. We are in crunch time. That was the under 7. Got one more timeout on the under 4. Filipowski's got it in the lane, puts it up, creates space, and one. He's starting to wear him down. Yeah, he created a little bit of space there. They weren't letting him body them up like that earlier. He's just, I think his stamina's there. Yeah, just you don't have to get too personal and insulting. Just stick to sports. Chucked the free throw, hard off the back rim. Oh, what a tip out. This game is getting very physical. Easy does it. Roach in the lane. Stripped. Puts it up. Oh, rebound Houston. No. Panther. What a nice move. Picking up for Shed off the bench. I think that's Williams. Okay. It's working it. Gets in the lane. 15-footer. And they hold on to that 4-point lead. As Creighton is closing in on Tennessee, both of these games are set for a good finish, I think. There is a steal, turnover by Houston. What's up, Matt? Good to see you, my brother. Just watching a little bit of college basketball, hanging out, listening to fans defend their teams. It's amazing. Nice play, layup, good, and he traveled. They finally called a travel. Shuffled his feet under the basket. Yeah, now they call travel. But he did shuffle. He had happy feet. Yeah, the kid Bryson Tucker, he is a very similar player to Liam McNeely, except for the fact he's a little more athletic, but doesn't shoot it as well from range. But he's a playmaker, and that makes it a pretty good fit. Also, he didn't play AAU basketball, and we've been talking about that today, wondering if that's a benefit. I'm going to do some research tonight after the game and see what's happening. I was sad to see the ladies lose today. They put up a good fight against South Carolina. Everything points to Mbako staying. Tony Perkins visited or is on the list. I thought that they were going to go after Clifford Omaruyi from Rutgers. Apparently, he's leaning towards like Memphis or TCU. Um, but I think there's going to be a few more show up here. Tony Perkins, if he comes, gives us an extra defender. Lack that I say it, an X type, but he's not a he he's not an aggressive guy. He just plays good defense. So if he shows, then after that it's just about getting more shooters, and then whoever can make the ball go through the hoop is going to play. Also, I'm really high on Ja'Kai Newton this year. Can't forget that he redshirted. Oh yeah, told you he had happy feet. All right, so we have 4-point game. We got 3 minutes to go. Every possession is going to be crucial. Every stop is huge. Yeah, I want to see Renew's improvement from year 2 to year 3. 1 to 2 was a lot. Oh, there's a steal by Duke. Good play. Yeah, right now it looks like Mbago's coming back. That means they're going to have 4 starters back, at least part-time starters from this year. They just got to fill out the roster. Good defense. And that's a turnover. They did burn 30 seconds, but it's going to be a shot clock violation. Yeah, they both have they're both very similar in personality. They'll fight to the death, I have a feeling. Houston looking for the 3 ball. Oh, offensive rebound. There's another stop by Duke. That's going to get them down to right at the 1 minute mark. Another score here would be absolutely huge. I would take a timeout if I was Shire. Oh my gosh, it'd be a great time for a set play. But Roach hits in the lane. That just might about do it right there. I I watch him. Um, it's it's unwinnable. It's not going to end no matter what either one of them says. You're right. The only way it ends is that if they stop talking to one another. That's how fans are, man. And I'm going to put it into fandom. Make that bad boy go 10 rounds. Okay, Houston's got an opportunity here. They're down 6. They need to put it in. Oh, and it's going to stay on this end with 1 minute to go. All right, they're going to look to get it in here. They do. 19 on the shot clock, a minute to go in the game. Houston really could use a 3. Sharp gets in the lane, puts it up and in. And 1. Oh, my God, he got the foul on Roach. So Houston's got to play for a stop if they get the free throw. Oh, the foul was on Ryan Young. Creighton's got it down to 4 with 4 minutes to go. Feel sorry for that young man right there. Oh my God, that would suck so bad. Sharp 84%, and he hits it. It's a 1 possession game. So it looks like Houston's going to try to defend it out. Get out of my head. They're going to get the ball. They're going to put it in Roach's hands. They're going to let him make a play because he's been probably the most consistent in the second half. Get it to Filipowski, 13-footer. Missed it. Houston gets the rebound. Oh, they're going to have a chance. And they're going to take a timeout. Oh, my God. Filipowski missed a 12-footer. Wide open. You got to get Sharp a shot here if you're Houston. You want to put it up with about 5 seconds to go. That way you have a chance to tip it out if you miss. Poor little girl looked like she was crying. Crier or Sharp, it looks like. It's let's see. Man, I don't know, bro. We'll see. They added a little time to the clock, I guess. He's going to drive all the way to the rim, puts up the layup. Now it's down to 9 seconds. Yeah, it looks like it was off Mitchell. If we can tell that in 2 seconds, They should be able to figure it out really quick. Yeah. There it is. Let's get the time right. This one here. Ready? That's pretty close. 8.9. Oh my gosh. This is horrible. This is officials changing the momentum of a game. They're icing players. It shouldn't take 30 seconds. I don't think it's fair to either team. That took 3 minutes to get this all sorted out. For sure it did. They do get it in. Sharp's going to get a shot. Puts it up. Oh, I thought he hit it. And that is a turnover with 0.8 of a second. That's going to be the ball game. All they've got to do is inbound. To me, I would just throw it past half court. Sharp had a good look. He just didn't have enough legs. And that's it. Duke gets the dub. We're going to switch over to Tennessee and Creighton. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, 64-71. Creighton's down by 7. They're looking for a score here. And there is a poor shot and a rebound, and Tennessee's in control. Duke and NC State will play for a trip to the Final Four. Holy smokes. Offensive rebound on the free throw. Tennessee's going back to the free throw line. Tennessee's going to pull this one out. They just a little much for Creighton. Oh, let's see. Tennessee's up 9. They need a triple really bad. Gets the foul, gets 2 shots, but trading 2 for 3. He's saying, that's not me. Yeah, last year at the beginning of the season, Purdue beat Tennessee by about 4 points. Uh, Pretty even game all the way through. Both teams have improved. Lead is down to 7. Still 58 seconds to go. Oh, and it's a turnover on Tennessee. Creighton's going to get a shot here. Sooner or later, they're going to have a 3 ball. I don't think he was out of bounds, but that's just me. 3 ball. Air ball. That's going to really, let's see, 66 for, yeah, I'd say 1 free throw here just definitely does it. On Sunday, we'll have a 1 versus 2 Purdue versus Tennessee. Smooth. Just misses another bunny. Tennessee's celebrating. Yeah, they're just done. They can't get anything to go in. Too hard to keep coming back. Little too late. But they're going to burn their last time out. They cut it back to 8 with 19 seconds. And McDermott over there, the coach of Creighton, is going to continue to coach. It's important to do so. Teaches your kids that you're never out of a game, even when you're out of a game. Ugh, haunting me. Well, that's all for me. My son just came downstairs. A rare Bigfoot sighting. Angie, thanks for hanging out tonight, dearie. It was fun. Peace and love. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I enjoyed the time. Got to deal with Bigfoot. Three more. Just three more. There's another triple. Tennessee gets a whopping 80 today. And they've got this down to 5 points. Wish your boys good luck tomorrow in Indy, Balin. Always a lot of fun. I always loved watching the state tournament in high school. That's at 1 p.m. That's a bummer. That should be on prime time. Yeah, that was a really good game. Second time ever Tennessee's headed to the Elite Eight. And there's days that we complain about what we have and what we've lost and what we don't do, but this is only their second time to an Elite Eight, and that is a major conference school, and that just seems unreal. But that's how you have it right there. End of the day, I don't know if that helped anybody on the brackets out a little bit. Let's see. Betting on UConn. Balin, I'm I'm on Illinois, dude. I just can't seem to catch up to anybody. I guess Illinois' got to win it all. All right, y'all. I'm wore out. It was fun hanging out tonight. You guys are amazing. Good day of basketball. I should be in here sometime tomorrow, depending upon when the games fall, and we will do this again. Also, there will be a. See, I don't think so, Balin. That's interesting that you feel that way. Uh, I haven't seen Illinois play the type of basketball that they're playing this year up until recently. And that's when Terrence Shannon started attacking the rim. And I feel like that inside out game has worked really good with Damask. And I just feel like they're ready. I may be wrong, but if I, if they lose, then I don't have to worry about the brackets no more. But I would rather be right than on UConn. But if you bet money on UConn, I'm hoping you win your money or hoping you don't lose your money. I just playing in here. But anyway, you guys, I will see you all tomorrow or later today at some point. Not exactly sure what time. We'll figure it out. Also, mock draft coming out. Look for an Alex and I live stream at some point coming up soon. Uh, and baseball to come as well. I'm going to be busy.